to Market Flavors. I'm Philomena Emeka-Iheukwu, and we are right here at the Rochester Public Market with our guest chef, Kayjona Rogers. Thank you for joining us today, Kayjona.
Of course. How are you, Philomena?
I'm very fine, thank you.
Good. Thank you for having me today.
So tell me, what are you going to be cooking for us today?
So today, I'll be making my famous jerk chicken Rasta Pasta. So we have our pot of water. So we're going to add a little bit of salt. Well, enough to season your water. So now I'm going to cut up the rest of my vegetables. I started pre-cutting my bell peppers.
Good.
Have you ever had Rasta Pasta, Philomena?
Well, I'm going to have it today.
Now, are you a spicy person or not a spicy person?
Oh, yeah, bring it on, I am.
Bring it on the spice?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Rasta Pasta does have that little spice to it.
I can handle it, girl. So could you tell me about your business, Kayjona?
Yes, so my business is called Taste of K. I have the shirt today.
Yeah.
And I started my business in 2020 of March, right when COVID started.
Yeah.
And like I said, I went to culinary school. So in the midst of starting my business, I started my culinary program.
Oh,
So
wow.
my business is a catering business, but I also do private dining, pop-ups in the city of Rochester. I also travel. So we have some penne pasta that we're going to add to our pot. I say I'm gonna add about 2 cups or so. I'm going to get my pot hot for my chicken. I like to get my pot hot and ready to pan fry, because when you have a hot pan, the protein doesn't stick on the pan.
Absolutely.
So I just want to get it warmed up. And I'm going to show you how I season my chicken breast for the Rasta Pasta.
Okay.
So Rasta Pasta is a dish that really Americans came up with
Yeah.
when it comes to this dish. You know, the reason why they call it Rasta Pasta is because the colors of the peppers. And you know, if you look at a Rastafarian flag,
Yeah.
it's yellow, green, and red.
Yeah.
So, and a little bit of black. So the Rasta Pasta colors of the bell peppers are yellow, green, and red, and that just gives it the Rasta flair. And because
Wow.
it's also called Rasta is because this is why you leave it cracked. It's also called Rasta Pasta because of the jerk seasoning that's put inside of it. So it's like a jerk chicken Alfredo sauce. Now, I wanted to show you the chicken that I seasoned.
Looks really good.
Thank you. You want to give it a
welcome.
whiff? Want to smell it a little bit?
Of course.
Smells good?
Yeah, it does
Yes.
smell really, really good.
Yes, I'm excited.
Wow. Those are dry thyme leaves?
Yes, so
those
I
are the
have
fresh
some.
ones.
Yes, from
Yeah.
the vendor that I had got.
Oh,
So,
that's beautiful.
like I said before, we have those Taste of K seasonings. We have the Cajun seasoning and the
Wow.
mac and cheese seasoning.
That's your very own seasoning,
My very
right?
own seasoning blend that
Wow,
I started.
that's
Yes.
beautiful. Kayjona, please
Thank
could you
you.
tell us where to buy your seasoning?
So my seasoning will be available. It is available on thetasteofk.com. And
Wow.
I have just 2 for now, but of course, as time goes on, I'll have a huge collection, you know what I mean?
That's
So
very good.
I have the Cajun seasoning, which is spelled Kayjun, it's spelled Cajun.
Amazing.
And this is an all-purpose, and it's salt-free. So
Wow.
no salt in that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Then we have the mac and cheese seasoning. I have a mac and cheese blend that I like to put on my mac and cheese, but this seasoning could also be all-purpose and used for anything. This does have salt in it, and the Cajun seasoning does not have salt in it.
Wow, very impressive, and that's good to know.
Yes, thank you. And I purchased some jerk seasoning from Sioux Spices and some Cajun seasoning from Sioux Spices.
Yep.
But theirs
Sue
is a
the
blackish.
spice lady at the Rochester Public Market.
Yes, yes. I also have some oil from Casamano and Ferrari Olive Oil Company.
Yeah.
Toasted garlic. I have to try it. I love garlic.
That's
So,
beautiful.
I like to add a little bit of olive oil when I season it so the seasoning sticks better to my protein. Have a little bit of jerk seasoning. Now, I did pre-season my chicken before I came here. Pre-seasoning and letting your protein marinate, whether it be beef, chicken, veggie, whatever you decide to use, is good.
It's going to absorb all the
Absorb it.
flavor
That's the word I'm
that you
looking for.
put into
Absorb it. Yes. So we got some of
Looking
that
so
blackened
good.
seasoning. And of course, that Cajun seasoning.
Yeah.
Add a little bit of that. You said you like spice, so.
Yes, I do. Don't be shy.
And then we have that mac and cheese seasoning that you could all-purpose put on anything you want to. And a couple of fresh pieces of thyme that I got from the vendor. Sue's Spices, actually, they also sell produce. So that's where I got my fresh scallions, my fresh thyme, and my fresh parsley from.
Yeah, she's a very nice lady.
Hi, I'm Sue, and this is Sue's Spice Stand at the Rochester Public Market. Primarily, I have over 100 spices, and along with that, I have extracts for baking, many extracts. A lot of healthy eating type foods, avocados, lemons, limes, garlic, shallots, hot peppers, just more ingredients to cook with. I was kind of born into it. My grandfather came over from Italy with his push cart around Market View Heights here and settled at the market. And then my mother joined him, and then I joined my mother. They both passed on, and I'm still here and hoping for the next generation to step up. By myself, have been in business for about 30 years, but I've been working here at the market for over 40 years. One of the great joys of working at the public market is meeting people from all over the world and all walks of life. Sometimes you have the very poorest people and the wealthiest people of Rochester all on a Saturday morning at the market.
So our pan is hot and ready for our chicken. I'm gonna add some of that oil, roasted garlic oil that I bought from the vendor.
Yeah.
Turn this down just a tad bit. We don't want the chicken to splatter at us.
Yeah.
How's that pasta looking?
Yeah. It's cooking.
It's cooking?
Yeah, getting there little by little.
You hear that sizzle?
Yep. Sounds delicious.
Now, I usually use thicker chicken breasts, but Rock City did not have some at the time, but this still works out fine, the thin chicken breast.
Absolutely.
It'll cook a little faster. So after we get that nice color on here, we're gonna add this to our oven. I got the oven on 350 right now. We're gonna add it to a baking dish pan. We have an aluminum pan today.
Yeah.
We just wanna get that nice color on the chicken.
Yeah, so how many minutes are you going to cook it on each side?
Each side, I say about 5 to 7 minutes on each side. Just get that nice color.
Okay.
Alrighty. So I have our pan that we're going to add the chicken in.
When I set the pan on the stove.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Awesome.
So I say 5 minutes total, Philomena.
Yeah,
That was a good
that sounds
point.
good.
Yeah, 5 minutes total we're gonna do. Sometimes you could add a little bit more oil just in case your oil's gone, but
Just roll with the flow.
yes.
I'm going to stir the pasta a little more.
That's the thing with cooking. Just go with the flow. Even if you think you
Absolutely.
messed up, just go with the flow.
Go with the flow and do your thing. Don't be
Exactly.
afraid.
To try, mess up, it's okay to mess up,
Yeah.
especially in the kitchen.
That's how we learn. We learn from our mistakes, right?
Exactly. So I have the oven on 350 right now. If you had thicker chicken breasts, 400 is fine, but 350 is fine because these are thinner.
That's good.
Yes. So now,
So how long is the chicken going to bake?
the chicken, because it's halfway through, so the chicken only needs about, I would say, 10 minutes, not even,
Yeah.
about 5 to 10 minutes, say.
Okay.
I'm gonna now grab this pot so we can saute our vegetables and get our sauce started so we can combine everything together.
Okay, good.
Now, I cleaned out my pan so we can add our vegetables. Get that pan started a little bit.
Okay.
And after you use that oil, I'm gonna grab some as well.
Okay. Is that enough
Yeah,
oil?
that's perfectly fine.
That's
Thank
beautiful.
you, thank you.
You're welcome.
This oil definitely came in handy.
Yes.
So we're gonna add a little bit of this oil to the pot.
Will it be okay if I toss it for you?
Yeah. Yeah, you a chef too, Philomena, do your thing.
No, you are doing your thing. I'm only helping, so I need your permission.
So we have our julienne cut bell peppers. And we're going to add our vegetables.
The colors look amazing.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna keep this over here so I can add my vegetables back in there.
Okay.
So we're gonna add some of this jerk seasoning in here. So in the ingredient list, I mentioned that I like to use the Walker's Sound Jamaican paste jerk chicken seasoning. But because I saw this as Sue's spices, I wanted to try it. So I left my jerk seasoning at home and wanted this
good.
Right, and wanted this to be the focal point of my dish. Sometimes I like to take the top off of my seasoning blend to get some more spice in it.
Yeah. Here is the sauce.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Turn this down just a tad bit. And here we have some salt. You don't need that much.
Little, yeah, that's good.
This is kosher salt too, the coarse kind.
Yeah, that's good.
I believe I have some black pepper over there. Can you pass me some black pepper too?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna add a little bit more, little bit of black pepper, and then I'll let this simmer, and that should be good. You can add a little bit if you want to.
Okay.
Let you add some. Yeah, that's perfect.
Give me something to do.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So while this is sauteing, I'm gonna move this to the side a little bit to this other burner so we could start that heavy cream process because we want to get our heavy cream simmering so we can add our cheese to a nice warm cream. So we're gonna add that stick of butter. This is unsalted butter.
Should I turn on the heat now?
Yes, ma'am, you can turn on the heat. So once that butter melts, you could add the heavy cream for me.
Okay, like
and
1.5?
Yes, 1.5, and then the coconut milk.
Okay, I can do that.
So I'll put this over to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And then while you do that, I'm gonna check on our chicken.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to open the coconut milk now, okay?
Yes. So we are going to add our vegetables back into our pan.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it in this one. Give you guys a closer look.
Yeah.
So we got the yellow, the red, the green bell pepper seasoned with our jerk, our Cajun, some salt, some pepper, and we added that toasted garlic. So there's so many different flavors.
Yep, it's really good.
And aromas going on here.
Delicious. All right now the butter is like about to melt completely.
Okay.
And it's about time to add the heavy cream, right?
Okay, yep. Add the heavy cream, add the coconut milk.
There you go. In goes the heavy cream.
Yep.
So we are going to be generous, right?
Yes, ma'am. Because you don't want to splash it all in your face, right?
No.
Right behind you.
There you go. So I'm going to have to do half of the other one.
Yes, half of the other one. And then you can do the whole can of coconut milk for me.
Absolutely. Then the remaining half, as needed, you could also add that one, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
If I needed more, you know?
Yeah. That's one beautiful thing with cooking. You have to go roll with the flow and do your thing. If you need to add more stuff, then you can also go ahead and add it. Okay. So now would be the coconut, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. Awesome.
Now you want to put your pot on medium because you don't want to burn your heavy cream. When you burn it, it won't taste right. It will start to break on you. So the cheeses that I purchased were, well, this is a 3-pepper habanero cheese that I got from Whole Cheeses.
Yeah.
Holy Cheeses, I'm sorry. So yes, this cheese, I was excited about this cheese. It's a spicy cheese. When I make my Rasta Pasta, I usually put mozzarella and Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
But I wanted to add a little twist, a little flair. So I grabbed the habanero cheese.
Yep.
And I also grabbed this.
Right here, this is the Berganos Havarti is made by Yancey's Fancy just outside of Buffalo, so right here in New York State. This is a Havarti style cheese, but it's a triple cream. So very, very buttery. Melts beautifully, makes a wonderful creamy sauce when it melts down.
Okay.
So this is a very nice choice if you're looking for creamy.
Okay, yes, yes.
You're going to get a little bit of that stringiness, but not as much as you would with mozzarella, but a lot more flavor.
The heavy cream is starting to simmer and boil up. So when it gets to this process, I like to start seasoning my cream up before I add the cheese. So when it comes to measuring and seasoning, I don't measure. I just measure and season with my eyes.
Yep,
so we're
because
gonna
you've
start.
been cooking for a long time.
Exactly.
You know how to do it.
Just make sure your heavy cream is warm before you add the cheese, because if you don't, your cheese is just gonna sit in the middle like a ball. So you gotta make sure that it is incorporated and simmering well.
So the cutting board is ready.
Okay. So you could bring that bad boy over there.
The flavor is everywhere in the kitchen.
Yes.
Absolutely, I do smell it.
So strips is fine. I want to show them the color, how moist the chicken is.
Okay.
Perfect.
The size is good?
Yes.
What do you want me to do with the juice?
You could pour that juice a little bit on the plate so it doesn't overspill, but we could save that too.
Okay.
So I could add some. Here, you could pour some of that juice in here.
Where?
In here.
Okay.
Yep. Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Reduce, reuse, and recycle everything.
Absolutely.
Add a little bit more seasoning. Make sure the jerk is incorporated well.
All the cheeses are ready.
Alrighty, you can put that right over there by the chicken for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just adding a little bit more spice and everything nice.
You need me to be stirring while you
You
do
can stir,
that?
yep.
Okay.
While you stir, add some of this parsley and scallions.
Okay. So at what point do we have to remove the thyme leaves?
I like to remove that when the sauce is all complete and done.
Okay.
Yep. So we have our aged cheese and we have our spicy Colby Jack habanero cheese. And as Philomena stirs, I will add a little bit at a time so nothing sticks to the bottom or the middle.
There you go.
And as you stir and add more cheese, it will become thicker and thicker. If you don't mind, can you pass me the vegetables, please? Our seasoned bell peppers.
Yep.
We're gonna add that to our pot. Mix that in there. Make sure all our peppers are seasoned well. And now we are going to take our Rasta Pasta. And then that'll be done with this pan.
Okay.
Come a little over here.
Like so?
Yes, ma'am, like so.
Just like so. Nice and easy. Kayjona, I'm hungry.
You hungry?
Yes, I am.
All righty, we're gonna add this in the oven. 350, just give it a little color.
Okay.
Melt the cheeses a little bit more. Then when it comes out, we're gonna add our parsley and scallions, and it should be all set, Philomena.
Okay.
Can
Do
you
you like
open
the
the
meat?
oven for me, please?
Sure.
So let's take this bad boy out the oven right now. So it's in the oven, staying warm, getting that cheese melted. And we're gonna bring this over here. And I'm gonna add a little bit of garnish to that. So we have some parsley and scallions that Philomena cut up for us.
Looks so good.
Thank you. I love parsley. It gives it that fresh look, and I like that green look, you know? Give it
Yep.
some color.
Green is my favorite color.
Put
We're
that to
gonna
the
cover
side.
up the oven.
Yes. Then we're gonna add a little bit more cheese, just a little bit on cheese on top, just for garnish. Drum roll, please.
See how you did, girl. The cheese, the chicken, the pasta is so delicious. Absolutely tasty. Don't forget to support our local farmers and vendors by shopping at the Rochester Public Market on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Always remember, we are cooking up something delicious and good right here on Market Flavors. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.